Good morning, Zonchans, and happy International Day of the Girl. I am Sheebah Smith, your District 3 United Nations co-chair. It is a special honor to celebrate this day with all of you, and even more meaningful that we're gathered on October 11th, the very day the world recognizes and uplifts girls everywhere. Each year, this day reminds us that girls' rights are human rights. It's a moment to listen to girls' voices, celebrate their actions, and champion their leadership. At its heart, the International Day of the Girl belongs to everyone who believes in building a world where girls are seen, heard, and supported to reach their full potential. This year's theme, shaped by girl led networks around the world, says it best. The girl I am, the change I lead. Girls on the front lines of crisis. It's a powerful reminder that girls aren't just bystanders. They're leading movements, driving solutions, and standing strong in the face of crisis. Being a girl should never determine where you can go, what you can do, or who you can become. But for millions of girls around the world, that's still not the case. Too many face barriers that limit their futures, barriers of poverty, conflict, gender based violence, and inequality. Despite the progress made over the past 30 years since the Beijing Declaration, girls' rights are still being violated in far too many places. We know the data, and it's sobering. Girls aged 15 through 19 are twice as likely as boys to be out of school or unemployed. Nearly 1 in 4 girls who have been in a relationship report experiencing intimate partner violence. 1 in 5 women were married as children, a number that nearly doubles in fragile settings. And for the last 2 decades, self harm has been one of the leading causes of death amongst adolescent girls. These are more than just statistics, they are stories. And behind each story is a girl whose potential deserves to be realized. But there's hope. We know what works. There are proven, effective solutions that empower girls through education, healthcare, skills training, and safe environments. Investing in girls is one of the smartest actions we can take because when girls thrive, their communities, economies, and nations thrive too. The 2025 theme, The Girl I Am, the Change I Lead, showcases that across the globe, girls are stepping up to lead, fighting for challenging harmful traditions and creating new paths for others to follow. This year marks 30 years since the Beijing Declaration, the world's blueprint for gender equality. What better time than now to recommit ourselves to this important cause, working to empower women and girls worldwide? To explore this further, we're honored to share a special message from Caroline Maspangi, head of LAHA for UNICEF and lead of gender based violence innovations. Caroline's message reminds us why girls' rights matter now, more than ever, and how together we can amplify their voices and accelerate change.
In this moment of unprecedented backlash against women and girls globally, the unwavering commitment of Zonta to stand by women and girls is inspiring and, frankly, keeps us all activists here fighting the good fight. So, first of all, I want to thank you warmly for being bold and standing with us in this time of crisis. The funding cuts that took place in early 2025 have been devastating for GBV programming. For UNICEF's global work on gender-based violence in emergency, over 75% of our budget was affected, so cuts hit our programs hard. Safe spaces where women and girls go when they are raped to seek life-saving assistance were shut down in some of the most complex crises, such as South Sudan and Haiti. Essential services like clinical management of rape were forced to close, leaving tens of thousands of survivors behind. It was disheartening to see that women's rights activists, including local women-led organizations, no longer had the means to keep going. At that time, we felt very lonely. And that's why the support of Zonta, tirelessly standing by women and girls, staying vocal, matters so much. It gives us hope, it gives us strength, it keeps us going. And because of that solidarity, we were able to keep building. Together, we reached 1.5 million women and girls through Laha, our virtual safe space. Girls in Iraq and Lebanon who once felt alone now tell us that they feel safer, more informed, and more confident to seek help. Mothers in Venezuela share that they finally have the words to talk to their daughters about menstruation. And even in the most difficult places where conflict and fear silence so many, like Gaza, girls are telling us that they feel less alone and more empowered. That is the power of what we're building together. That is the hope Zonta makes possible. Let's watch.
50 years is a long time, but that's how long Zonta and UNICEF have been helping young women rise. From Ecuador to Egypt, from Mozambique to Myanmar, together we've touched millions of lives. We have joined forces with thousands of civil society partners, including local women-led organizations on the front lines of this work. And we haven't picked the easy stuff. Some of the issues we are tackling together include sexual violence, online exploitation, and child marriage, just to name a few. Together, we are supporting women and girls in the toughest contexts, delivering healthcare, education, nutrition, and protection services in active war zones, in the wake of climate disasters, and public health crises. In just the past 2 years, Zonta and UNICEF have focused our collective energies on Laha, a virtual safe space for women and girls. 1.5 million women and girls across the globe, including those living in some of the most dangerous and forgotten places, have received life-saving information about their bodies, their health, and their safety. While physical safe spaces do provide refuge for sharing information and getting vital support, sometimes it is simply not safe to get to them. Enter Laha, the first ever digital platform providing a virtual safe space, designed by and for women and girls in conflict and disaster situations. Its innovative, interactive, creative approaches means it delivers critical information safely and directly into their hands, whenever and wherever they need it. As one teenage girl from Venezuela told us, "In my house, it is not comfortable to ask about these topics. I am grateful to have a place where I can read about it and I know I can trust." With Zonta's leadership and commitment, we are changing the world for young women by empowering them to realize their rights and building towards a future where every girl and every woman can achieve her potential. Hand in hand with UNICEF, hundreds of thousands more young women will benefit from the safer environments for girls to learn, to thrive, and to rise.
So when we talk about Laha, we're not just talking about a platform, we're talking about a movement, one that has already spread across the globe.
We thank Caroline for sharing those powerful insights. As we reflect on her message, we are reminded that this day isn't just about awareness, it's about action. Girls are already leading the way, but they need us to stand with them. And here's how. Share girls' stories, celebrate their achievements, and let their voices be heard. Advocate for change, push for policies that protect girls' rights and enables their leadership. Create girl-led spaces. Wherever you have influence, support safe spaces for girls where they can learn, connect, and lead. Lend your voice. Call for funding and programs that meet the needs of girls in crisis, especially around health, education, and mental well being. When girls are included, everyone gains. Through the Zonta International Foundation for Women, our 2024 through 2026 international service projects, scholarships, and awards embody our mission to build a better world for women and girls. From local service initiatives to global partnerships with UNICEF and UNIFPA, Zonta members are driving change at every level local, regional, national, and international. One of those partnerships, as mentioned previously, is LAHA, UNICEF's virtual safe space for women and girls. You may recall that Zonta joined this initiative by vote at our Brisbane convention. LAHA, derived from the Arabic word meaning for her, is a lifeline for girls facing isolation, violence, or displacement. Accessible anywhere in the world, laha.org helps girls learn about gender based violence, sexual and reproductive health, and mental health while connecting them with supportive peers and trade moderators. Let's learn more.
In humanitarian contexts, girls and women often don't get the information they need about their bodies, health, rights, and where to find help. 1 in 3 women faces GBV in their lifetime. At least 12 million girls are married before they reach the age of 18. This is 28 girls every minute. Access to physical safe spaces is not always available for them. In 2021, UNICEF launched LAHA, a unique platform born out of collaboration. LAHA was co-created with women and girls, turning their voices into action, shaping every part of the solution to truly address their needs.
Placing women and girls at the center of the design process empowered them to actively participate in shaping a solution that directly impacted their lives. This inclusion fostered a sense of ownership and relevance.
LAHA listened to girls and women covering topics like online safety, puberty, and financial literacy. Modules include quizzes, videos, and podcasts. A quick exit button redirects users to Google for safety, and a list of available services is provided. The moderated forum and interactive chatbot offer anonymous support and community. LAHA, a virtual safe space for girls and women.
And the results are inspiring. We cannot reiterate enough the impact the platform has had. 1.5 million women and girls have already been reached. It's now available in 13 languages, with plans to reach 15 by the end of 2025. And girls report feeling less alone and more empowered to seek help and support. It doesn't stop there. Zonta also supports UNICEF's global programs to end child marriage, which continues to make measurable impacts. 7.5 million adolescent girls have gained life experience in sexuality education. 280 million community members have been reached through awareness campaigns, and partnerships with women-led organizations have grown from 74 in 2023 to 133 in 2024. Together, these programs give girls the tools, confidence, and support they need to rewrite their futures. Today, as we celebrate the International Day of the Girl, let's remember, every girl deserves the freedom to dream and the power to make those dreams a reality. The theme says it beautifully. The girl I am, the change I lead. Let's continue to amplify girls' voices, advocate for their rights, and create spaces where they can lead with courage and confidence. Together, through Zonta, UNICEF, and each one of you in this room, we are building a better world for women and girls. Thank you for your support, and thank you for standing with girls everywhere. Happy International Day of the Girl.